Picture this: a packed London arena, lights flashing, fans screaming, and right in the middle of it all, Katy Perry gets proposed to on stage. But instead of the usual laugh or playful rejection, she drops one sentence that sends the entire internet spiraling. "You really should have asked me about 48 hours ago." That's it. 7 words, and suddenly, the world is convinced she just confirmed a secret romance with former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. The timing? Way too perfect to be coincidence. Just a day before that concert, paparazzi caught the two getting cozy on a yacht off the coast of Santa Barbara. And now Katy's cheeky reply feels less like a joke and more like a confession. But what really happened behind that smile? And how did pop music's California girl end up in headlines with one of the most recognizable political figures in the world? Because if you think this was just a random onstage moment, you're about to see how it might have been her most deliberate hint yet. Katy Perry isn't just another pop star, she's an entire era of pop culture wrapped in candy colors and emotional anthems. But behind the glitter and playful persona, her love life has always fascinated fans just as much as her music. After nearly a decade with English actor Orlando Bloom, a relationship that survived a breakup, a reunion, and the birth of their daughter in 2020, the two quietly went their separate ways earlier this summer. And that's where the timing gets interesting. Because right when the tabloids were still dissecting her split, Katy reappeared in headlines not for heartbreak, but for a new spark. Enter Justin Trudeau, Canada's former Prime Minister, recently single after separating from his wife, Sophie Gregoire, in 2023. Two global figures. Both freshly out of long-term relationships, both spotted together, smiling, laughing, and sharing that unmistakable chemistry. So when Katy joked that someone should have asked her 48 hours ago, it wasn't just playful banter. It sounded like a breadcrumb leading straight into her next romantic chapter. And as it turns out, the first clue dropped long before that concert stage moment. It happened during Katy's Lifetime's tour stop in London, the kind of show where every second feels choreographed to perfection. But this moment? Totally unscripted. A fan from the crowd held up a handmade sign, climbed on stage, and actually dropped to one knee in front of her. The crowd roared, phones went up, and for a second, it looked like just another playful fan interaction. Then came Katy's reply, and it instantly turned into headline gold. With that signature smirk, she leaned into the mic and said, "You really should have asked me about 48 hours ago." The arena gasped, and within seconds the clip was everywhere: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, you name it. Fans immediately connected the dots. 48 hours before? That was exactly when photos of her and Justin Trudeau hit the internet. She didn't deny it. She didn't explain it. She just smiled, laughed, and followed it up with another sly jab. "He's just a little too late." That playful tone only made things more suspicious. Was it coincidence? Or was Katy, in the most Katy way possible, confirming her rumored romance in front of thousands without ever saying his name? Because if it was a hint, it was a masterclass in public teasing. And once you see what had happened just a day before that concert, it all starts to make sense. Just one day before that onstage proposal, the internet exploded thanks to a set of paparazzi photos that no one saw coming. Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau were spotted aboard a luxury yacht off the coast of Santa Barbara, California. Looking far more than friendly, the pictures told their own story. Katy lounging in a bright sundress, Justin shirtless and relaxed, the two laughing, talking, and according to multiple outlets sharing more than a few affectionate moments. It wasn't just a casual meetup. It looked intimate. Their body language said it all. Hands brushing, heads leaning close, smiles that didn't seem staged for the cameras. The timing was impossible to ignore. This wasn't weeks or months after her breakup, this was fresh. Fans who had just processed her split from Orlando Bloom were now staring at Katy and Canada's most famous political figure enjoying a sun-drenched getaway. That felt like something straight out of a music video, and when those photos dropped online, the theories came flooding in. Was this a rebound? A friendship turned romantic? Or had this connection been building quietly behind the scenes all along? Whatever the truth was, By the time Katy stepped on stage in London, everyone had the same question on their lips, and her 48 hours ago comment suddenly felt like the missing puzzle piece. But here's the twist. This wasn't even the first time the two had been seen together. The truth is, Katy and Justin's connection didn't start on that yacht. The first real spark seems to trace back months earlier, in the summer of 2025. Fans first spotted them dining together at an upscale restaurant in Montreal, and while both tried to keep things low-key, their chemistry didn't exactly go unnoticed. Eyewitnesses described it as warm and flirty, and when photos surfaced of the two leaving together later that night, the rumor mill officially went into overdrive. Then came the second clue, and it was hiding in plain sight. During Katy's Lifetime's tour stop in July, Justin Trudeau was seen right in the crowd, smiling ear to ear, singing along to Firework like a proud boyfriend. The image of a world leader grooving to pop anthems might have seemed lighthearted, but to fans, it screamed something more. It's worth remembering, both were navigating their own heartbreaks at the time. Justin had separated from his wife Sophie Gregoire just a year earlier, while Katy's split from Orlando Bloom was still fresh. Two global stars, both newly single, both crossing paths repeatedly, and each appearance seemed just a little more intimate than the last. By the time that yacht moment rolled around, the Montreal dinner and concert sighting looked less like coincidences and more like milestones in a slow-burn connection that had been unfolding quietly for months. But Katy wasn't done hinting, because what she said next, on stage that very night, added a whole new layer to the story. Just when fans thought Katy had dropped all her hints, she delivered another bombshell this time, laced with humor and a touch of shade. Midway through her London concert, she paused between songs and told the crowd, "No wonder I fall for Englishmen all the time." But not anymore. The audience laughed, thinking it was just another cheeky comment. But anyone who knows Katy's romantic history heard something deeper in those words. For years, her love life has been tied to English men, from her brief, fiery marriage to comedian Russell Brand to her long, emotional relationship with actor Orlando Bloom. Both relationships began with passion and ended with heartbreak. So when she added that quiet, pointed "not anymore," it didn't sound like a joke. It sounded like closure. Fans online instantly connected the dots. If she's done with Englishmen, then who's next? And that's when Trudeau's name kept popping up again and again. A Canadian leader with global charisma, fluent in French, and charm it all fit too perfectly. Some even joked that Katy was finally going bilingual in love.